Hi everyone, my name is Blessing Fashagba. I am a human resource specialist from FCTA, that's Federal Capital Territory Administration. I studied at American InterContinental University. I took an MBA with a specialization in human resource. I am also a fashion designer. I own 2 brands, a bridal brand, Melange Brides. We do bespoke bridals, and Styled by Dami. We do bespoke and ready-to-wear corporate and casual wears. I applied for an MBA because, like in the government sector, you need like specific degree for an upgrade. So I wanted to upgrade in my career, like my career progression. And also in human resource, I realized when we're taking the course, like even the course outline, there were courses that had to do with marketing. And I realized for my brand, the marketing, to push the brand out, like I needed the marketing aspect, especially. And also when it comes to human resource, managing humans is very difficult. So I really needed that aspect also, and it has helped me a great deal. I decided to study online because it was very flexible in terms of time, because from 8 to 4, I'll go to work, and most times when I close from work, I go to my store. So by the time we're having certain courses, always in the nights, and probably that's their morning at that time. So the time convenience was there. And when you look at the curriculum of tradition, like our schools here in Nigeria, like there are certain courses that probably we don't need that they usually add there. So I just wanted it to be like, I'm picking like my specialization and focusing on what I need. And also the timing, like it was 1 year and few months, and that was exactly, there was no prolonged whatever due to strike or anything. So in terms of staffs, when you say HR in the workplace and HR in the business place, you still have to manage your staffs better at the end of the day. Like there are sometimes that when we look at our tailors that we work with in the fashion industry, most of them, they are not literate. So maybe when you're speaking like English to them, you don't even understand what you're saying. Then you start realizing there's like miscommunication. So I started trying to like fill the gap in communication. So it has really helped me a lot. There are a lot of advantages I gained from the course and how I've been able to apply it in my daily, like my business and my workplace. When it comes to leadership, I realized that as an HR personnel, the way you communicate with your staffs as an entrepreneur especially is very important. During our course of study, there was a part that we had SWOT analysis, and it spoke about the strength, weakness of staff. After the course, I realized that, okay, I need to look at my workers, know their strength, know their weakness. I realized that there's a particular staff that I have. If you tip him, he's going to do better. But there's another one that no matter the amount of money you give him, he's not going to do anything because he's like very competitive. So I had to look for what I was going to do that will push him at the end of the day to be a better person. The 90% grant given by Destiny Education was very helpful. It relieved me financially because probably when you check my salary to conveniently pay for a full distance to travel outside the country with housing and all would have been very, very expensive. But with the 90% grant, I could pay termly, and it was very, very easy for me because by the time we split it, it wasn't running up to 5 million for school at the end of the day. When you look at the curriculum for our Nigerian schools, probably you do like a lot of tests, exams and all, but we had like discussion groups, and in discussion groups, maybe you find out that someone is in Australia, the other one is in Nigeria. We would discuss prior to that time and fix like a time, and everybody drops their contribution. The professors also were very helpful because you could send them email and they will like give you like, oh, you can search here and probably you have better knowledge of this course. We had guidelines for every course. Like when you look at it, you know that, okay, this is what we're going to treat this week. So you can read ahead of time. When they're asking the questions, you know what to do. Then communicating with the students too, the environment was not hostile in any way. It was very friendly because there were times that I had to reach out to certain students because I didn't do like a course that had mathematics in it. So I could reach out to them when we had aspects that had to do with statistics, and they were explained to me. Finally, I was able to balance my work, my business, and my school effectively, making use of the time zone, especially the night time. Like I had to study ahead of every course. Most times I carry my system to the office. We have lunch break time and I'll use that period to like do the needful. Then aside that, my business, I had to get someone to like assist. I had to do like my fittings on weekends, and I'll make sure that I still carry my system with me so that when the course, maybe when we have a course, I'll just switch to it immediately. For those considering taking like an online course with AIU, what I would advise firstly is you think about the fact that there's an advantage to the timing. And that thing is the funds. You don't have to like break the bank to school there at the end of the day, and it is done conveniently. The environment is very friendly. Another thing is when you look at we government workers, we always need to upgrade yourself, and you need like a swift upgrade. You can get that at AIU, and they offer all manner of courses. But the online one really helps government workers because you can do your part-time business and still be collecting your salary. All you just need is your system at the end of the day, and to have an attentive ear. You have to be open to read and to like, you have to just be good with research, and that helps at the end of the day. If you don't make something a priority, you won't do well with it at the end of the day. So you have to manage your time very well. You have to discipline yourself. There are a wide range of people that can pursue their MBA at AIU. Let's look at business owners or entrepreneurs. It's, like I said, the convenience that comes with it at the end of the day. Study at your convenience, and also it helps your business because you need like intellectually like areas that you could boost your business. Like I said, marketing, it helped me like in advert placement and also communication with my staffs at the end of the day. When it comes to like government workers, your upgrade is not only government workers, but workers in generally. You could be like in the private sector and you want to upgrade to get like better pay or better opportunities. You can do that also. Regardless of whatever you might be doing or the career path you've chosen, if you want to advance your career, you can come to AIU, apply, and you would enjoy the course. Schooling is expensive outside the country. So this is like a great opportunity for anyone that wants to school and just wants to do it at their convenience and needs that fund at the end of the day. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us on the Career Growth Sessions podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, rate, and leave a review. Feel free to reach out to us on social media with your thoughts or suggestions for future episodes. But remember, this episode is brought to you by Destiny Education, a career and higher education advisory agency. They offer bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degree programs in various fields 100% online through their partner accredited American University's virtual campuses. Now, you can also access a grant that covers up to 90% of your tuition. To get started, log on to destinyedu.com and sign up. A career advisor will connect with you in less than 24 hours to give you more information. You can also send an email to advisors@destinyedu.com and begin your journey. Until next time, keep learning and growing.